What's goody, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle. So listen, y'all, I'm finna give y'all 5 ways to activate your confidence so you can really start to cultivate that swag. You know what I'm saying? That pizzazz. Find your magic, okay? Before we get started though, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Winner Circle. You really gonna get your life bossed up here. Y'all, my day ones, you already know what's up. We locked in. I love y'all so much, okay? So, first of all, a lot of the times, especially dealing with social media, we have people comparing themselves to each other, thinking that they're not good enough for this, and looking at other people and tend to pick themselves apart because they don't have this or they don't got this going for themselves. And let me just say right now, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it right now, immediately. The worst thing that you can ever do for yourself is compare yourself to somebody else, because everybody has a different life, a different journey, different history, different upbringings, and your measuring stick is only yours. Only measure your life up to your ruler. Your measuring stick is for you. Don't use somebody else's measuring stick, because you don't know what they have going on, where they came from, where they're headed. You don't know. Okay, so focus on you. That's the number one thing, is focus on you. Put all the focus, all the energy, all the effort back into you. Okay, comparing yourself to others, especially on social media, will definitely have you not living your best life. Okay, so number one is, the first thing you need to do to activate your confidence is take inventory of your skills. Take inventory of the things that you do well. Are you a great listener? Are you a great cook? Do you make friends easily? Do people trust you easily? Are you funny? Are you good with numbers? Or anything of that nature? Whatever it is that you do well, that you do wonderful, take inventory of it, because writing it down helps you identify your skill assets, your skill set. And a lot of the times we all have skills, and we so focused on what we need to change, where we're not good at, that we forget to focus on what we're actually good at. Okay, so focus on your skill sets. Write down, take inventory of your skill set. What is it that you do well with the least amount of effort? What is it that you do differently from people around you? What is it that you do different from those in your family? What is it that you do differently from people on the job? Write down your skill set, things that you know that you can do well, things that you know that you're good at, things that you know that that change your life. Anything that you know that you're good at, write it down. Take an inventory will help you identify and help you actually, like, seeing these things in person, seeing these things on paper will help you understand, like, I actually am pretty great. I am great and didn't even realize it. So take inventory of the things that you do well. Okay, you guys, it is going to help you identify where you're, it's going to help you identify what you're good at, and help you with that confidence. Anytime, let's be real, when we get praised for things that we do well, it's an ego booster, it's a confidence booster. And you got to be your biggest cheerleader, because especially in today's world where everybody compete with each other, people want to see other people drowning and struggling. People don't want to compliment you. So you got to learn how to be your biggest cheerleader. So when you can learn how to be your biggest cheerleader and write down the things that you do well and identify it and look at it, you're going to start to feel good about yourself. Okay. So that's the number one thing of building your confidence, is writing down your skill sets. And it doesn't matter how big or small you think these things are, because okay, so naturally I'm a cheerleader. Okay, I'm everybody's biggest cheerleader, everybody's biggest fan. I encourage everybody to do well, encourage everybody to start this, start that, go after this, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your heart's desire is, I encourage people. But in my mind, I'm just like, I'm just being me. But to someone else, it's not that small. It's like, okay, you helped me, you encouraged me to take this step, you encouraged me to do this, and it changed my life. So it doesn't matter how big or small you think that thing is that you do well at, that you're good at, write it down. It matters, and it impacts other people's lives. It matters, okay, you guys? So that is a huge way that you're gonna build your confidence up and start to really loathe in that swag, like, oh, okay, like I got it, I really do, I got this, okay? So the second thing that you can do to really build your confidence and start to really cultivate that swag is embrace what makes you different from others. And maybe you speak a different language. Maybe you cook foreign food. Maybe it doesn't matter what it is. Start to embrace the things that you do different. Instead of because a lot of the times we look at people and we want to follow trends and we want to do this and we want to do the same thing that everybody else is doing, and that's not what's going to make you set apart. That's not what's going to make you stand out. That's not what's going to make you be different, is following every trend and being like everyone and wearing your hair like everyone and wearing your makeup like everyone and dressing like everyone. Like, sure, these trends are cool, but that is not what's going to make you stand out. That is not what's going to give you that extra razzle dazzle for you to feel confident about yourself, being like everyone else. That's not what, as a matter of fact, when you're being like everyone else, that's a part of you comparing yourself to other people. And it's like, oh, well, okay, she does her eyebrows like this and I want to do my eyebrows like this. So then you try and then it don't come out the same way. And then here you are bashing yourself because you can't get it like that person. Dude, you don't want to be like everyone else. You don't always want to be following these trends. You want to be set apart. So be different. And a way for you to start to embrace the things that are different about you is starting to, I like to call it framing your skill sets. Okay. Like, what's a picture without a picture frame? Yes, you can have the same skill set as people, but that's just the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe maybe the same skill set is, okay, both of you guys do makeup really well. Both of you guys cut hair really well. And that's a skill set that, you know, most people tend to have. But the way that you make it different is framing it. What is a picture without a frame? The frame on the picture makes the picture different, makes the picture pop in a different way. And what that could look like is like, okay, maybe you do speak a different language and maybe your English accent isn't that great. So you might have somebody say like, oh my God, like your accent is really thick. Instead of being ashamed of that skill, because having an accent and speaking different languages is a wonderful thing. Instead of being ashamed of that skill and like cowering and tucking your tail, like, yeah, I'm working on my English, I'm trying to get better. You know, instead of cowering like that, say something like, you know, it comes with the territory when you speak multiple different languages, when you're so bilingual, or when you were blessed to learn English and Arabic at the same time growing up. You want to capitalize on it. You want to own it instead of letting somebody own it for you and push it back in your face like it's a bad thing or a negative thing. It's only negative if you perceive it that way. It's only negative if you allow somebody to tell you that it's negative. So I want you to start to frame your skills, start to frame the things that make you stand out, start to frame the things that make you different. A good example for me is a lot of the times, because okay, I'm 5'7" or whatever, and I wear a size 9 in women, okay? Sometimes 9.5, depending on the brand of the shoe. And I've had guys tell me like, oh my God, your feet are big. Like your shoes are big. Like, and in my younger days, I would be like, dang, like I don't want to have big feet. You know, I'm 5'7". I don't want to have big feet, but I'm a thicker build. And so I started to learn like Ebony, you confident as hell. Like, don't let nobody make you feel bad. So I started to come out with these comebacks, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got big feet. I'm a big stepper. It come with clown feet. I'm a big stepper, baby. I got big feet. Like, it is what it is. So that's what it looks like when you start to frame the things that makes you stand out, or the things that make you look different, or the things that people might throw at you to make it seem like it's unfavorable, or something that's not good about you, or something that you might not like. Own it. The more that you own it, the more that you take control, you take power of it. Listen, baby, I don't care if I have big feet, because I'm stepping big. You hear me? Big steppers over here, nothing less. Nothing less. like it doesn't matter. You supposed to, being a big stepper, taking big steps, accomplishing things, it come with clown feet, baby. What did you expect? What did you expect? And when you tend to harness things that way, and you show that confidence in yourself, and you transmute that energy of somebody trying to make you feel bad for something, or somebody trying to belittle you or something, you really own it, baby, listen. You powerful. That's magic. Do you understand me? You powerful, and that's magic right there, okay? So you can start to frame the things that make you feel different, awkward, out of place. Own those things, because there's so many different levels different layers to all of us. Like, you're not supposed to be one way. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're not supposed to be easy to look at. Like, you're supposed to have these different layers about yourself. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to embrace all the different layers, all the different aspects about yourself. Okay. So that's what it might look like for you to frame something that stands out about you that people might perceive to be negative. It's not negative. It's only negative if you allow it to be. If you accept it as that. It's only negative if you feel like it's negative. It ain't negative just because somebody else don't know how to handle what you have going on. on, or something different that you have going on. Okay. So frame the things that are different about you, frame it in a way that you accept it and you find pleasure in it, and can't nobody make you feel bad for it. And that is a huge way to boost your confidence when you learn how to frame things that are meant to be negative about you. Because baby, guess what? Big feet take big steps. Okay, I'm a big stepper, baby. So just embrace every aspect of you. Embrace, and I think I have that on the list. Embrace every aspect of you to where can't nobody shame you for nothing. Okay, be confident. Love who you are. Okay. I don't want to get too deep into that part because I do have that further down the list. But number 3 is to tap into what makes you stand out, okay? Whatever it is that makes you stand out, tap into it. Whatever it is that makes you stand out, tap into it. Maybe you cook different kind of foods, or maybe you fold laundry differently, or maybe I don't know what it. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything. But look at your inventory list and look at the things that make you different from everybody else. So I can only give examples for myself. So like, okay, there's so many people who make encouraging videos. There's so many life coaches out there. There's so many life coaches out there who talk about manifestation and being in alignment, and there's so much content on YouTube about loving yourself and all of this and all of that. So there's so many people who do the same thing that I do. Okay, so when I start to look at it, instead of me getting sucked up into, well, everybody is doing this and everybody says that, and it's a lot of people, and like this it might be too saturated for me. Instead of me focusing on what everybody else is doing and how many other people are doing the same things, I look at it and say, well, where do I stand out? Where am I different within the same thing that everybody else is doing? How do I stand out in that way? And I stand out because the crowd that I tend to attract, because I used to work in a prison, and when I did work in the prison, it came to my realization, like, God is always putting me in atmospheres where I'm able to get through to the hotheads. I'm able to get through to the most meanest, most grumpiest people ever. I'm able to get through and penetrate a message and touch the hearts of the bullies, of the people with bad attitudes. And that's the kind of crowd that, and not to say that you guys are all of those things, but I tend to get through to the crowd who are rough around the edges. And I know that. So even though there's so many content creators out there, so many YouTubers out there, so many life coaches out there who might give the same content that I give, the same information, the same knowledge that I give, nobody does it the way that I do, because I got this roughness about my character. I got this roughness about my attitude, this roughness about my swag, to where I can reach those people who understand the lingo that I speak. So, y'all know me. I keep it real on the channel. I don't mind dropping an F-bomb. Just, and some people are, oh, don't cuss. You're supposed to be this. You talk about God and you're supposed to be positive and da-da-da-da. Listen, there's a lot of people out there who are not going to receive a message of change in their life, who come across content is just like, you need to change your life. You need to make better decisions, da-da-da-da-da. But then they come across Coach E and I'm like, did you hear what the fuck I said? You are great. You better start making better decisions. You better start loving yourself. And because my demeanor is that way, it reaches a specific audience, and I'm aware of that part of me. So although I'm making content, the same content as other people, and I'm a life coach just like other people, and there's so many thousands of millions of YouTubers doing the same thing as me, I'm set apart based off of the delivery of my message, based off of my personality. So what in your personality brings to the table that sets you apart from other people that may have the same skill as you, the same hobbies as you, the same assets as you, the same interest as you? Because there's people who can have the same skill sets as you, but I promise you, can't nobody do it quite like you. I'm going to say that. Man, comment that in the comment section. Can't nobody do it like me. Can't nobody do it quite like you. There's going to be a lot of people who have the same skill as you, who are nail technicians, and who are good gardeners, and who are this and who are that, who could play basketball, and who are good rappers. But when you bring your personality into it, when you bring your own, you start to love yourself and you start to be confident in yourself, nobody can do it quite like you. Your DNA cannot be mimicked. Your swag is tailor-made. Comment that in the comment section. My swag is tailor-made. Your swag is tailor-made. So it doesn't matter if it's saturated out there, whatever it is you got going on. Love yourself and be confident in the things that you bring to the table for yourself, because can't nobody do it quite like you. Everybody has their own genetic makeup of how they operate, how they do things. You could have two actors that act really well, but the way they do things is just very different. Let's look at some people for an example. Let's look at some singers. Okay, we're gonna take Beyonce and Rihanna. Okay, I'm a huge Beyonce fan, huge Rihanna fan, more so a Rihanna fan. But both of them make great music. There's just no lie right there. We're not going to get into the mechanics of who sings better and whose range is better. The bottom line is they both they both are legends. They both sell out records. They both sell out concerts. They both sell out venues. That's the bottom line. But can't nobody do it quite like Beyonce. Can't nobody do Beyonce like Beyonce. Can't nobody do Rihanna quite like Rihanna. Rihanna got that extra razzle dazzle. But Beyonce is known for being the queen bee because she's the total package. But Rihanna, she frames herself in a different way because she's got this lingerie, she's got this perfume, she's got this, she's got that. There's just so many different ways that you could frame yourself in the categories that you find yourself being skillful in, because can't nobody do it quite like you. You got to put your own razzle dazzle on it, your own swag, your own magic on things. Okay, it's the quickest way to activate your confidence. It doesn't matter that you're doing something that somebody else does. Can't nobody do it quite like you. Okay, so once you start to take inventory of the things that you do well, you start to be confident in the things that you do well. You start knowing, you start framing who you are, the things that make you stand out. You start framing it to be a positive thing instead of a negative thing. It is truly going to activate your confidence, and that confidence is going to cultivate like a stew. It's going to start to cook up your own swag. Okay, and it's going to have you shining, baby. You're part of the winner circle. You meant to be shining, man. Comment in the comment section. I'm a star. You a star. You're part of the winner circle. You definitely a star. Okay, definitely a star. And so the fourth thing that you can do to activate your confidence is accept yourself through and through. Every aspect of yourself. Every aspect of yourself. I'm talking about every freckle, every mole, every hair. Y'all look at my hair. I got a bunch of gray hairs up in here, okay? And I could be like, oh my God, I need to dye my hair. I hate having gray hairs. But listen, baby, how you frame that is, gray hair is wisdom. What did you expect? I'm wise as fuck. What did you expect for me to have? I refuse to let somebody make me feel bad if they point out a gray hair. Like, what? Gray hair is sexy. You wish you had this knowledge. You wish you had this wisdom, okay? You got to love yourself through and through. And if somebody points out something that because we all got our own insecurities. We all have our own things that we feel like we need to change. We all have things about ourselves that we wish were different about ourselves. But when you start to accept it and you start to own it, you become invincible. You become unstoppable. And can't nobody else bring shame to you about what you feel ashamed to yourself, because you've already accepted it. You already are okay with it. You already are content with who you are through and through. So you got to accept yourself. It doesn't matter your skin, your height, your weight, your hair, your pimples, your boogers, your eye color. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. You've got to accept yourself through and through. Love yourself through and through. Now, that doesn't mean like, okay, let's say if you overweight or something, you want to make steps to changing that. That doesn't mean you're not going to take the necessary steps to change that. It just means you love yourself regardless of what it is you got going on. And can't nobody bring shame to you. That's the biggest way. Another huge way to activate your confidence is when you love yourself through and through. Can't nobody say nothing negative to you or about you to make you feel a way about yourself. Come here. Can anybody point out anything negative to you and you go home and cry about it? Oh my God, they said this. They pointed out that. Stop it. And I mean, stop it now. Cut it out now. Okay? Stop it now. You've got to love yourself. There's a lot of the times I have people in my comment section, more so like on Facebook and IG, like, I got a crooked tooth down here. And I've had people say, like, I was trying to listen to your message, but that tooth was toothing. And, thinking about it, that's really funny. But saying stuff like, you could tell, I could feel the energy behind it. Like they're trying to make me feel away, trying to make me feel bad instead of just listening to the message, trying to point out flaws on me, especially because my videos be viral on social media. And so every once in a while, you'll get those people who, instead of supporting or just listening to the message, they say stuff to try to make you feel away, try to make you feel bad, try to take you off your rocker. And so instead of Instead of me worried about that, I don't give a damn, but did you hear the message? I don't care that you're talking about my tooth. I don't care that you're talking about my teeth. I don't care about you talking about my mouth. I don't care that you're talking about my face, my skin. You got to love yourself. And when you take ownership of yourself and you love yourself, can't nobody shake you. Your foundation, your self-love is the foundation of your confidence. Self-love is the foundation of your confidence. And when your foundation is secure, can't nobody rock you. You hear what I'm saying? Can't nobody rock you when your foundation is secure. And self-love is the foundation of your confidence. Love yourself, accept yourself through and through. No matter what it is that you look like, what you sound like, what it feel like, it don't matter. You've got to accept you. Because if you don't accept you, guess what? The world knows that. People can feel when you don't love yourself. People can feel when you don't accept yourself. Accept yourself. Love yourself. It is the foundation of your confidence. And the moment you start loving yourself and accept yourself through and through, the things that you can't physically change, the things that you was just born with, and it just is what it is, you can't be shook. And people know when you can't be shook. And it just has this air of confidence. It just has this air of self-love, and people can feel that. And then it's contagious. And then you start to inspire other people to start loving themselves and their own flaws that they would consider flaws. So be that beacon of light to help somebody else be confident within themselves. Love yourself through and through. It's the foundation of your confidence, okay? And then number 5, the 5th way for you to really activate that confidence and really start to grow that swag, y'all, is instead of focusing, I think I mentioned a little bit of this earlier, instead of focusing on what you need to fix and what's wrong about you, focus on everything that's right, okay? Start reminding yourself of the things that you've already accomplished, the things that you've already overcome. Start reminding yourself of the things that you do well. Start reminding yourself of how good of a father you are, how good of a mother you are, how good of a friend you are. Start reminding yourself that you're able to make things happen. Start reminding yourself of what good of a cook you are. Start reminding yourself of how patient you are with your children, how patient you are with your family members. It can literally be the smallest thing. Remind yourself of it anyway, because those small little things, a bunch of small things equals huge things, okay? So remind yourself of the things that you do well. Remind yourself of the things that you've already accomplished. Remind yourself of the things that you are already so proud of, because we get so hyper focused on, well, I need to fix this and I need to change that and I need to that we neglect the things that we are doing well. And being focused on your personal growth and development and change, that's a wonderful thing. But you need to equally be focused on what do you do well? Activate that self-love, activate that growth, activate that that confidence within yourself. Focus on what it is that you do well. Focus on the things that you've already overcome, the things that you've already accomplished, the things that already make you proud. Okay, you guys, listen, make yourself proud. Okay. Focus on the things that you've already done to make yourself proud. You guys, it's the holiday season. So Halloween just passed, Thanksgiving is coming up, and definitely Christmas is coming up. I want you guys to get your body butters get your body butter for Christmas. Get your holiday, get these bundles for Christmas, okay, you guys? This one smells so good. This one is Hydrating Cool Butter. If you want that flawless skin like Coach E, get you some body butter. It is going to bounce your skin back. I'm talking about glowing from the inside out. I'm talking about healthy skin. I'm talking about build collagen, build elasticity. I'm talking about if you got dry skin, if you got eczema. This one smells good. You got dry skin, you got eczema, you got rosacea, you get acne, you get blemishes, dark spots, anything on your skin that you just like, that ain't right. You want that healthy skin, get you some body butter. And this one got that aromatherapy smell to it. This one is money manifestation, okay? But get you some body butter. It's the holidays. Get your mama some, get your daughter some, get your husband some. All the body butters is for men and women. They do have a men's collection on there as well, but get you some body butters for the holidays, okay? I love you guys. Let me know what you thought about this video. Remember, love yourself through and through. It's the foundation of your confidence, okay? Start to focus on the things that you do well, the things that you don't, that are different about you, that you might not like or whatever. Start to frame those things to where you can mold it into something that stands out about you instead of something that you don't like about you. No, it's just something different about you, and being different is the key to standing out. Okay, I love y'all. Have a good day.